strength, and give you an overview of recommended settings. From there, you're ready to set up your live stream on YouTube. Check out this video that shows you how to use the live control room and shows you how to connect your encoder to your stream on YouTube. Remember, before you can live stream on YouTube, you'll need to enable your channel for streaming and verify your channel at youtube.com/verify if you haven't already. Note that this verification is different than the verification badges you might see on some other channels. For more info on how to create and manage live streams, watch this playlist and check out the Help Center articles linked below in the description. Thanks for watching.
Actually nothing more than, I guess, like a cosmetic aesthetic issue. So I guess I understand why they didn't put this one in the patch notes or explain that they were going to be changing this, but many fans seem to really be happy about this very small change that Respawn made in this latest update, where the healing items have some new animations. Everyone that I've seen has basically been saying that they think the new animation is sick. Some people are saying that they don't like it, but there's really no reason to not like it. It doesn't change the timing of anything. It's not really hindering you from doing anything else, at least as far as I'm aware. But most people say that this looks a whole lot better than the previous animations, and it just looks smoother. And it's small details like this that I think go a long way. Also, some other good things that they didn't tell us about, but they actually brought back 1v1s in the firing range. Many people were testing this out, and finally you can 1v1 your friends in the firing range. Whenever you kill someone, they just go down, and if you actually eliminate them, they respawn with all of the loot they had, rather than starting back up at the top, which is good because you don't need a new item to do this. Basically, you can just go willy-nilly and just act like you have a gold knockdown shield. Also, the throwing knife is not just in the gun run LTM. Apparently it's in the firing range as well. well, which I thought was pretty cool. But on the flip side of things, there was something that Respawn actually removed, changed, and did not tell us in the patch notes, nor have they even spoke about anything currently today. But I noticed that a couple of people were upset that it was getting removed, but I think the majority of people that were upset were mostly upset because they didn't tell us that they were removing it, nor explaining why. So I did some testing in the firing range. I know I was definitely able to do this before, and that is the fact I can no longer do the double zip line spam. If you guys remember, this is exactly what it used to look like. You could literally go so far so fast and you were untouchable. Nobody could land a single shot on you because it was an insanely hard thing to touch. You can no longer spam these zip lines so that you get this insane amount of speed and also weird movement. This is one of many people saying that they were a little frustrated about this being removed. Jail Horse saying ain't no way Respawn's taking out all the fun stuff in Apex that makes it enjoyable. Shadow removing double zip without putting in the patch notes. He goes on to say, you know, you're gonna have a dead game soon. I don't believe all of that. Apex is doing just fine, but the argument is always there whether or not Apex is removing all the fun stuff. Now I did a little testing too on the zip dash mechanic. If you guys have ever seen this, it's absolutely insane. I think this does need to be removed because this is not something that should be in the game. However, I don't really know if they removed it or not. I'm not good enough in the game to be able to do it myself, so I can't tell you. The few times I did try it, I couldn't get it to work, but that's probably just because I suck. Obviously, one of the kings of movement, Taxi 2G, was not happy about the removal himself. Void Walker, thank you for tagging me in this, by the way, where Taxi 2G was saying nice shadow removing double ziplining without putting it in the patch notes. XD, keep removing the fun from the game until it has nothing left. Woo! So I mean, you know, the story never ends. You're never gonna have people 100% happy. You could argue whether or not this should even be in the game. My problem with the side-to-side zipline thing is honestly it took like no skill to do whatsoever. Like it was so easy and it was like an insane mechanic that you could not touch whatsoever. You know, some of the other things in the game require a little bit more talent, a little bit more skill, you know, practice with the timing, but this was just spamming interact and it was just so easy to do. But regardless, like I said, I think the majority of the people are mostly just upset that they removed it without saying anything nor explaining anything. But for the guy that was saying, you know, you're gonna have a dead game soon, just absolutely absurd to say something like that. Apex Legends current peak players right now that we're seeing today was 494,134. The current players as the time of making this video was 452,776, which is not very far off from the peak that we had just in August. The all-time high Apex Legends current players 510,000 on Steam. And also don't forget that if you exclude Switch, PC's the least played platform behind Xbox and PlayStation. So I mean, they're doing just fine, especially with the new event out. I know a lot of people seem to be having a lot of fun regardless of there being SBMM issues with the gun run LTM. For the most part, people are having a good time. But there was more that Apex added that we were not expecting, that was not in the patch notes, and that is the fact that we are getting this brand new store. Let's go. It's a monthly store, so we have a little bit more of a store rotation to talk about. Now honestly, I'm probably going to start making videos monthly store patch notes, and that is the fact that we are getting this brand new store. Let's go. It's a monthly store, so we have a little bit more of a store rotation to talk about. Now honestly, I'm probably going to start making videos regarding the store rotation because you guys seem to be very interested about those, but I'm actually glad that we have something a little bit more than, you know, like daily updates, weekly, whatever. But now we have something that we can look forward to that's monthly. Only sad part about this is a lot of the skins here suck, and a lot of them I would probably never buy, but there are probably a few little golden nuggets that may be worth buying sometimes. Word on the street is that we're going to be getting this really sick flatline skin that has some pretty cool iron sights on this monthly store as well. And we also know that a recolor of the heatsink flatline skin is coming back. This was coming from Garrett League saying it's real, not joking. It's actually a red recolor. It looks pretty sick, and I'm actually glad about getting this. Now you guys know how I feel about the whole iron sight situation. Regardless, it's not that big of a deal. Like, do I think they were wrong about it? Sure, but am I really that upset? It is what it is. You know, you move on. I would have liked for them to make the other ones better instead of making the, you know, good ones worse. And a lot of people have been saying, well, you know, oh, you know, they can't do that. They got hundreds of flatline skins or whatever, not hundreds, but like a lot of flatline skins. It's just going to take too much time. And yes, obviously there are more flatline skins they would have to change, but a lot of people are under the impression that like they would have to go back and change every single one of them. And I want to explain how the flatline skins work. So a lot of you would assume, okay, let's say there's 40 flatline skins, therefore they would have to go change 40 iron sights. That's actually not how it would work. Would it still be a lot of time? I'm sure it would. And would it still be a lot of work? I'm sure it would. And would they still have to change a little bit of something about all 40 of them? Probably. But they're not necessarily having to go change each and every single 40 individual skins. The reason being is because I do a lot of this like in the files where I pull out the model and I can make it in a thumbnail or something, put it in a 3D world, put it in Blender, whatever, put the lighting source on it. And actually the way the flatline skins work, and this is not just a flatline, it's actually all the weapons, and some even legends do this, where
Hold on, I need to heal.
Opponent here.
Healing.
Insurance, get a suit. Healing. I'm right here. Taking a beat to heal. Offering my heart.
Using jump drive.
Be my shield, skin bag. I'm healing. Someone
Enemy
down
right
there.
here.
Contact with my
Enemy here.
Enemies right here.
son of a die.
Need to compose myself.
Opponent here.
Shop's open for business.
Enemy here.
The team has reached half the points necessary for
Halfway to winning. And I've never settled for just half. Why start now? Hold on, I need to heal. Back to the throttle. What a horrible feeling. jump drive. Hold on, I need to heal.
Attention. A team is nearing victory.
Jump drive in position.